Guys, my eyebrows are already done. I put a little bit of powder on my face just to block the oil on my face, but as you guys can see, my face is already getting oily. It's already gleaming. It just never fails. What I'm going to do first is take my Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shade medium deep. This one is closer to my skin tone than my other loose powder, so I'm going to put this all over my face, just going to act as a primer before I put my foundation on. So I'm taking my dirty beauty blender. It's not that dirty. I only used it once yesterday, so I felt like I could get away with it and use it again today. What I'm going to put on my eyes is this Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. This is in the shade Hazelnut. If you're looking for a concealer with full coverage and that's inexpensive, Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer is definitely something I've been loving. As you guys can see, it's almost out. You guys see how much that covered up all of my discoloration? I don't have a lot of discoloration, but still, this coverage is phenomenal. I'm going to be using the James Charles palette again, and for my transition color, I'm using a dark pink. So I'm going for like a blue eyeshadow look. I'm just going to pack this on my lid until I get the desired look. I want it to look very pigmented, so when I put the blue on, the blue doesn't overpower the transition color. I want the blue to stand out, but I also want my transition color to just look blended, and I just want the two colors to transition smoothly. I really wish the first James Charles palette had a mirror. I hate that I have to use another eyeshadow palette for a mirror. And I know he just came out with like a smaller James Charles palette. I actually thought about getting it just for the mirror and because it's smaller. But I think that's like a waste of money too, because I already have the James Charles palette. Although it'll be more convenient to get the smaller one and it's cheaper. I might get it. I hope you guys are seeing this pigment like I'm seeing it in person. I'm debating if I want to do two transition colors or just keep it at one, just keep it very, very simple. I think I'm just going to keep it at one. The next thing I'm going to do is take my Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in the shade Cotton Candy. And I'm going to use that to make a cut crease, but it's not going to be a very defined cut crease. I really just want the blue eyeshadow that I'm going to put on my lid to pop, so that's the only reason why I'm adding this color. I'm actually going to use this e.l.f. flat brush instead because it's a little bigger, it's a little wider, and I'll be able to cut my crease a little better. Going back to this eye, I'm going to go back into my James Charles palette and use this blue right here. I'm just going to put that all over where I placed the concealer. This color is so pretty. I'm going to go back in with the first brush I used for that pink, and I'm going to blend the two colors out. Look how pretty this blue is just by itself. I feel like I could have worn this color by itself. I'm going to take another brush with nothing on it, and I'm going to blend out the outer corners of this eyeshadow. I'm gonna go apply some liquid eyeliner. The liquid eyeliner I'm using is by NYX. It's their matte liquid eyeliner in the color black. And I'm also gonna apply some lashes. Unfortunately, I do not remember where I got these lashes from. They're kind of old. So if I figure out the name, which I doubt that I will, but if I figure out the name, I'll post that in the description box. Guys, I am back. So now I'm about to start on the rest of my face because right now I look a little crazy. I really like this blue. It's popping. I think I need to make my eyebrows a tad bit darker just because of how dramatic these lashes are and my eyeshadow look. But for foundation, I'm going to be using my NYX Born to Glow foundation in the shade Walnut. Been using this foundation for the last 3 days now, and I really like it. I'm gonna take a foundation brush and blend it out. Every time I wash my brushes, they always become a little stiff. And at first I thought maybe I just didn't get all the soap out. But no, that's not it. You just gotta move it around. That's better. This look is really bold. I don't even know if I'm gonna go to work like this. One thing I like about wearing lashes when I am doing a dramatic eyeshadow look, I feel like I'm not a pro. Well, I know for sure I'm not a pro when it comes to blending out eyeshadow, but you can't even see my mistakes with my lashes on. And when I apply liner and everything, you can't really see my mistakes, which is something that I like. Because if I wasn't wearing lashes with this look, you'll be able to see where I messed up at. I'm going to be using my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer again. This concealer, I love this concealer so much. Originally, when I put this concealer on, I thought it was way too light for me. But after I blend it out and everything, it actually looks fine. For contour, I need something a little darker. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer for contour. I think I could go maybe like 2 shades darker, but this is their darkest shade they have as of right now. See, it kind of blends in with my foundation. And then I'm going to take my wet, well, it's not super wet, but it's damp. I'm going to take my damp beauty blender. This is not a beauty blender. Might as well be. I'm going to take my Real Technique sponge and blend out my concealer. Lightly blend it out because I don't like my concealer fully blended out because then I feel like you can't really see the highlight. You can't see the highlight I'm trying to go for. Now I'm going to let, oops, I almost dropped this. I'm going to let the concealer on my cheeks and on my forehead sit a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to go ahead and blend out my contour, and then I'm going to go back and blend out my concealer. The rest of my concealer. I didn't even put any on my chin. Well, oh well. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm gonna start blending out the edges of this concealer. Sometimes when the concealer dries, like on the edges where the concealer stops at, you can literally see the line, and I don't like that. So I like to buff out the line and then let the rest dry for a little longer. Now I'm going to take a concealer brush and blend out the concealer around my nose. I just need something smaller so I can get in the cracks of the cracks. I'm gonna go ahead and finish blending it out with the Real Technique sponge. I want to say beauty blender so bad. Y'all, actually I've only owned one beauty blender, and I liked it, but however, these are so much more cheaper. The Real Technique sponge, it does the same thing as a beauty blender. And you'll be able to get, I think these are like $5 or maybe less than that, but I know a beauty blender is $20. You can get 4 of these for the price of one beauty blender. And a beauty blender is just a little smaller, right? I don't remember, I haven't had one in such a long time. I know you guys can see that line, but I'm gonna blend all that out. I just don't like, sometimes when I do my makeup, y'all, my cheeks would be the only thing highlighted on my face, and I feel like it's not really evenly, like the concealer isn't evenly distributed all over my face, or I blend it out too much on my chin, my forehead, and I leave my cheeks to be so white. It just looks funny to me. So I'm gonna try to make sure everything is blended flawlessly. Okay, this makeup look is coming together. At first I was like, this blue with the plain face, because I didn't have no foundation, concealer, none of that on my face. When I saw this look, I was like, okay, I just need to take this off. I need to wash this all off. We need to start over. Let's go back to the drawing board. I like to move my nose around like this. Oink, oink. I'm so weird, y'all. Like, I am so weird. So you guys, okay, the next step I'm going to take my brush I used to contour, and now I'm just going to get rid of this line where my concealer and foundation meet. I'm just going to blend that out a little bit better. Same thing for here. You can't really see the line, but I'm still going to use it. And then the rest I'm just going to put underneath my chin. So I didn't contour my chin. And around my nose. Do I need to blend out my concealer? I feel like I need to blend out my concealer a little bit more, just a little bit under my cheeks. Under my eyes, I mean. I'm gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in the shade Deep. I just realized that I'm using 2 Maybelline products, like concealer and setting powder. This is a great combination. When it comes to using concealer and setting powder, I always mix brands. I never use like the concealer and setting powder from the same brand, but lately I've been using the Maybelline concealer with the Maybelline setting powder, and it's actually looked pretty good. I'm going to take my Real Technique sponge again and put this all over my face, the setting powder. Y'all, look how pretty this blends out. It's such a flawless finish. Wow. And then when I spray my setting spray, oh, it's not gonna look as cakey. You guys might think it look a little cakey right now. There goes that line again. There goes that line. Now I'm using my MAC Studio Tech. No, not Studio Tech. Let's start over. Now I'm using my MAC Studio Fix pressed. I'm using my MAC powdered foundation in the shade NW58 to set the rest of my face. So I'm just going to use this Morphe E4 brush and I'm going to put it everywhere I did not apply that light concealer. Nothing hurts me more than when I'm editing a video and I can see that I did not blend my foundation out all the way and there's nothing I can do about it besides not post the video. And sometimes that happens. I'm gonna stop doing that because I want you guys to see my growth. I really do. And I want to be able to look back at my videos and just see where I started from and where I came. So I really haven't grown yet like that. Well, when it comes to makeup, but I know that I will. I just feel it. I feel like it'll happen. I'm gonna learn how to blend out my cut creases. You guys are not gonna be able to tell me anything. Another reason why I don't wear cut creases, a lot of cut creases, or like do a whole bunch of eyeshadow looks is because I suck at blending and it just drives me nuts, especially when I'm editing a video and I can just see the, like, it just looks so blotchy and I don't know how to fix that yet. But I think that comes with practice, which is why I still try eyeshadow looks with color. Now I'm taking my Maybelline pressed powder in the shade Earth Glow, putting that on top of my foundation as well because my foundation powder by MAC is actually too dark for me. And this Maybelline this Maybelline pressed powder is warmer than the MAC, so I feel like it just kind of evens out. Going back into the eyes. You guys, I've tried to get into the eyeshadow underneath the eyes, but I really don't like that look. That's why I only outline my waterline with black eyeliner. I just don't like that look on me, or maybe I'm just not doing it right, but it just looks so ugly on me. It looks so pretty on other people, but when I see it on me, it just looks it just don't look right. Going back into my James Charles palette, I'm going to use the black eyeshadow shade and I'm going to outline my waterline and then apply some mascara. You guys see the difference? Just really defines your eyes. When you line your waterline, it really just gives your eyes a pop. It really defines your eye shape, especially if you're wearing eyeliner on the top. I'm going to go ahead and fix up my brows. I'm just going to make them a little darker with a pencil. Can't find my pencil, but I buy a lot of these, so I'm just gonna open a new one. I'm still using my LA Colors brow pencil for my eyebrows. I don't just use this on my eyebrows anymore. However, this is still a very important step when it comes to my eyebrows. This is in the shade dark brown, I believe, and I'm just going to take the pencil and just go over my eyebrows to make them appear darker, not too harsh. You guys see the difference? I'm gonna do this one. Another thing, every time I apply eyeshadow and stuff, I feel like my eyebrows just start to gradually disappear. Like it just starts to get concealed. My eyebrow hairs get concealed with my concealer that I put on, and they just look really skinny. So I always have to go back in and apply some more eyebrow product. Another thing I like about this pencil, y'all, this pencil gets really dark. It's very buildable. You can start off light. It depends on how much pressure you put on this pencil. It can go really dark very quickly. That's one thing I like about it. You can control the darkness. Lovely. Now I'm going to apply mascara onto my bottom lashes. I'm using my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I need to start trying out new products. Just once. Every time I find something that works for me, I stick to it. I do buy a lot of makeup, but I always find myself going back to my products that worked for me. Because most makeup that I buy, it just doesn't, it's not something that catches my eye that much to where I want to like put it in my makeup routine. I'm going to be using my NYX Lip Pencil in the shade Espresso. It's just like a rich dark brown. I'm going to line my lips with that and then I'm going to put on some lip gloss. Today I'm going to be trying out my Morphe lip crayon that I just got like 2 days ago. This is in the shade Lylas. I've never used a lip crayon, but I'm just going to put this all over my lips. I'm going to go back in with my Espresso lip pencil and I'm just going to line my lips again. You guys know how I feel about a lot of color. Now I'm going to take my Morphe lip gloss that I also just got. This is in the shade Frose. I need to look up the pronunciation for this because I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Since I have lipstick since I have that lip crayon on my lips, I'm actually going to put this on my hand and then put it on my lips. I don't like getting lipstick and stuff on my lip gloss brushes, like the applicator, because then it looks so dirty. That's pretty. Oh my goodness, I love this. This look is cute. What I'm going to do next is a little bit of highlight. I'm using my Fenty Beauty Freestyle highlighter in the shade Wattabrat. This is actually one of my favorite highlighters. I just haven't been using it, but this is how it looks like. It's a nice pretty pink. I think this will complement my lipstick and it'll just bring the look together. A little goes a long way with this product. It is so easy to get carried away and you will be looking very highlighted. I'm going to apply one more layer of mascara on my bottom lashes. Oh my goodness. Every single time. Every single time. Now I gotta wait for this to dry. Every single time. So just ignore that for now, you guys. Y'all, my hair is so old. I mean, I wash it every week, but it's time to get some new hair. I've had this hair since May. And I just don't have money to get the hair I want right now, so I'm just trying to make it work. But if you guys like really see how this wig looks on the inside, y'all gonna be like, sis, you gotta throw that away. I can't even give this away. Although this hair looks really good, I can't even give away my wig because I literally had to do a lot of finessing. Okay, I'm just waiting for that to dry so I can wipe it off. Whoopsie, just spilled all of my translucent powder onto the paper towel. Why couldn't it be my Maybelline loose powder? Why did it have to be my $40 Laura Mercier translucent powder? Because when this runs out, I'm probably not buying anymore. Not because I don't like it, it's just $40. Real expensive. When my Maybelline Fit Me loose powder is only $9, I'm saving $40 buying Maybelline. This completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.